as far as all Ohio league tournaments, it's probably the best in the state. I mean, we had more than one placer per weight class last year. I think we had 15 or 16 state placers. So, we've routinely had teams place in the top 10 in the state. Pretty wide. It started in the Valley, kind of expanded up to Ashtabula, down to Columbiana, west a little to Stark County, but mostly just the quality of the wrestling.
What does that say? The quality of wrestling. What does it say about how talented this region is for wrestling in the Valley here?
That's a good question. Kind of underrated, because everyone in terms of Ohio always kind of thinks of Cleveland, Akron is one of the best regions in the country. But our guys are right there with them in terms of competing at the district and state level. We've got, like I said, placers at just about every weight. Always have good big guys too. So you can always see those football guys coming across, playing wrestling, turning into state placers. So.
And a lot of these guys that have such great success at the EOWL tournament are guys that you're going to see in Columbus that are going to be on the podium there on the state level, and many of which go on to great college careers. Can you kind of just speak to that tradition here and how what we see here at the EOWL is going to be some kids that are going to excel at the next level as well?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've got kids from several different schools competing in college right now. D1, D2, D3. We've got kids nationally ranked in D3. We got some kids competing for West Virginia starting as freshmen. So, the talent level is always there, and they're always, whether it's local or whether it's, nationally, they're always competing collegiately.
And for this event to be showcased as it is, we're thrilled to be there as a special presentation of our Game of the Week and streaming it live and televising it live. What's it mean to get the word out about the sport of wrestling that's really special to you and your colleagues with the EOWL to be able to show the Valley all of this talent that's here? What's it mean to you?
It's awesome, because one of the things about wrestling is we always feel like it's kind of undercovered, underreported, underground. People always love the toughness of the sport, but at the same time, there's not a whole lot of publicity, and that's kind of lacking. It's one of the important things as you see things like Flow Wrestling start covering the sport more. Just getting exposure is huge, just both for the kids and for the teams.
And what's the atmosphere like when you go into this event? I was there 2 years ago. It's packed. There's a buzz. There's an energy. Last year, with a lot of the restrictions, maybe it wasn't as it was in the previous years, but what's that atmosphere? What are you expecting here this year with some of those guidelines relaxed a little bit, and what do you think it's going to be like over at Fitch?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, it was kind of a bummer last year. We could only have people for the finals for obvious reasons, but this year it's kind of special when you have a match come down to the wire, or a team gets a big pin, in a match that could decide the team score. Just the eruption from the fan section it's unlike anything else.